Hi everybody, I decided to do a video because of some recent purchases and interactions I've had with Columbia Sportswear Company. Made several purchases there over the past month and a half, 2 months. This one is for $65.97. The next one is Columbia, and it is $147.19. This is the one in question, Columbia, $170.36. So I had purchased a winter coat for my grandson. I purchase winter coats and winter boots for all my grandkids every year. I purchased it, the date is November 20th, 2016, date's right there. And within a couple of weeks, we noticed that the zipper was separating. So he does have some minor special needs and occasionally needs help with items like clothing zippers. But it was consistent and it kept happening. So on December 28th, I visited the store. They refused to do anything about it because the coat had been worn. Of course, it had been worn. It's a winter coat and it's winter. So I came home and decided I would write a letter to Columbia. That was on December 28th at 10:19 in the morning. So I started with the information that they would be asking for, the transaction number, the store number, the sales associate number, the item number, anything they needed that would get this resolved. This is word for word the letter that I wrote to them by email. I purchased this winter coat for my grandson on November 20th, 2016. Within about 2 weeks, we noticed the zipper separating and initially thought it wasn't being done up correctly. He is 8 years old, but has special needs and occasionally needs help with clothing zippers, etc. The problem has persisted, and now he has to step out of the coat because the zipper no longer goes up or down correctly. I visited the same store today only to be told that I would have to ship it back to you, Columbia Sportswear, for repairs. The store also mentioned that they would pay for shipping, but it comes out of my pocket first. This is the most disgusting return exchange policy I've ever experienced from a company with the quality of Columbia. I've purchased winter coats and boots from Columbia for my 4 grandchildren many times over the past 6 years. I've purchased winter coats and boots for other members of my family as well. I made another purchase today for my brother and was considering spending more on another coat for my grandson had they accepted the return. The coat we were having trouble with was $59.90, and I was looking at 2 different styles at a cost of $99.90 and $119.90. All I wanted was to exchange the old one, get him a new one, and I would have spent more money. I had a coupon for $20 off an order of $100 or more, and that would have happened had I been able to purchase a new coat for my grandson combined with the purchase I made for my brother. This was a huge disappointment. Number 1. This is the worst exchange refund guarantee I have ever come across. Number 2, why would I pay to ship something to you for repair? Number 3, this is a winter coat and it's winter and he needs his coat. Number 4, why can't I take the coat back to the store, exchange it for a new one, and have them ship it back to you? I don't want the coat anymore because it's useless. I want a response back before the end of the day today. I want to be able to take the coat back to the store I purchased it from and exchange it for a new one, even if it costs more money. They did not have his size available in the original coat I purchased. I would also like something in writing that this can be done, and I want the store notified that this is happening. I have no problem taking this to social media. Friends and family have already sympathized because he is a young boy. It's winter and he needs his coat. I had tried calling the Columbia office in London, Ontario, Canada, and received an outgoing message that said the office hours were 8:30 to 5, I believe, Eastern Standard Time. Well, I'm only about 2 hours from London, so I'm in the same time zone as they are. I assumed that the date was the 28th, so they were probably on shutdown, even though the outgoing message didn't state that. On January 5th, so another week or more has passed, I get an email from Mindy G, customer care. Dear Kim, thank you for contacting Columbia Sportswear concerning our warranty policy, and we apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. All of our outerwear and equipment products benefit from our limited lifetime warranty. This covers any manufacturing defects in the material and workmanship for the life of the garment, but excludes normal wear and tear and does not cover products that have been misused. He's an 8-year-old boy. He wouldn't misuse them. I will refer to each item afterwards. I'm just going to continue reading this. Shipping information. Customers are responsible for shipping items to Columbia Sportswear. We will cover the cost of return shipping. We recommend that you ship your product with a reputable carrier that can provide tracking information and proof of delivery, such as Purolator or Canada Post. Customers are responsible for their product until we sign for delivery. Columbia Sportswear cannot be held responsible for packages lost in transit. Another option, when possible, is to have it repaired locally and send us the receipt for reimbursement up to $35, taxes included, for the repair. All receipts require stamp of retailer, business, and a clear description of the product and the repair that was performed. All warranty claims are subject to evaluation by our warranty department, and if your product is deemed out of warranty, it will be returned to you as is. If your product is deemed defective but unrepairable with a reasonable amount of time and an identical product is not available, we will replace it with a product of comparable style and color at our discretion. Please note that we reserve the right to discard your defective item while we begin the search for your suitable replacement. All of our inspections are taking approximately 6 to 8 weeks from the receive date. If you still wish to have our warranty department inspect your product, we require more information from you. Your full name and mailing address, including postal code, telephone number, style number of your garment, located on the care instruction tags, size, color, description, and name of your garment if available, reason for returning, please reiterate if previously provided to ensure accuracy. Once we have this information, we will forward you the instructions for returning your product to us for inspection. Should you require any further information, please call our toll-free number or visit us online. My response back to them was, thank you for this, because this is exactly what I'm going to social media with. So let's go back to the first paragraph where they're responding to their limited lifetime warranty. I don't care how limited it is. The coat was about 6 weeks old, 2 weeks when the problem started happening. Stand behind your product. That's all I'm saying. Since when do you force a consumer to deal directly with the manufacturer or head office? When it's a clothing item, go back to the store. I'm not talking about my car. I'm not talking about stereo equipment, tools. It's a clothing item. Shipping information. I was told in the store that they would reimburse me for my shipping, paid to get it to them. But it clearly says, customers are responsible for shipping items to Columbia Sportswear. We will cover the cost of return shipping to me. We recommend that you ship your product with a reputable carrier and get tracking information. Well, that's more money. Another option is to have it repaired locally and send them the receipt for $35, including taxes. I guess that's an option. if I could find somebody locally that does zippers in winter coats. All warranty claims are subject to evaluation by the warranty department. It's a zipper. You're not going to find out anything different than what we've already discovered here. If your product is deemed defective, and it is, and unrepairable within a reasonable amount of time, they'll try and find me a suitable product. It's winter, and it's a winter coat. He needs his coat. There is no time to waste. I've already said I was willing to spend more money in store to purchase him a new winter coat had you taken this one back. Please note that we reserve the right to discard your defective item while we search for a suitable replacement if they decide it needs to be replaced. Everything is at their discretion. This is a clothing item. All our inspections are taking approximately 6 to 8 weeks from the receive date. It's winter, and it's a winter coat. And I'm going to keep saying this, Columbia Sportswear. 6 to 8 weeks is out of line, completely out of line. This little boy needs his coat. That's ridiculous. So they've got all they just reiterated that I would need to provide them my information to get the item back to me if I decide to ship it. This whole policy is nothing more than a basic up yours, and nothing more than a policy that forces people to say, I'm not doing that. I'm not spending the extra money to send it back to you. I've already spent good money, and you're not offering me to reimburse it. You're putting me at an inconvenience because of your 6 to 8 week inspection date. It's wintertime. Columbia Sportswear, you need to acknowledge this. This is a horrible policy. You never, ever ask a consumer to jump through hoops to get a situation like this handled. It's a winter coat. He needs his winter coat. We're not doing this. This is Columbia Sportswear Company basically saying, up yours. And we know that you won't follow our guidelines, so you'll just go out and buy him another coat, and hopefully it's at our store. Guess what? You've lost a 6-year, and I actually believe it's 7-year, repeat customer every year before Christmas. 4 grandkids, 4 new coats, 4 new pair of boots, because they're still young and they're still growing. I would appreciate anybody that views this to leave a comment. Leave a comment on Columbia Sportswear's website. Leave a comment on Facebook. Leave a comment on this. This is wrong, and it's got to be dealt with. So Columbia, I appreciate anything you're willing to do to correct this situation. In the meantime, he does have another winter coat because the one I purchased from you is useless and was defective. You don't deal with consumers this way. You handle your defective item. You're a solid company, or at least I thought so. Very reputable, highly recommended by lots of people. Deal with this. Thank you.